You can support me on Patreon for just $1 a month. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Christian Hannah Horror here today. Before we get this video started, I just want to give a shout out and say thanks to my good friend Kaylin who hooked me up with this Fat Boys Are You Ready for Freddy single. This video is sponsored by you, brother. I really appreciate it. Alright, so this video is a request from one of my subscribers. Top 5 most replay value horror movies. This is my list. These are the movies in my life. These are 5 movies that I watch constantly, and I just never seem to tire of. They're comfort movies, if you will. I like to watch these movies if I'm bored and I'm getting ready to go to sleep and there's nothing on for me to relax to. These are comfort movies for me, and these movies I just enjoy and watch the most. And they're kind of in an order of how often I watch them. So number 1 means I watch the ever-living you-know-what out of it. Alright, so let's get started. Coming in at number 5, as you can see, is Killer Klowns from Outer Space. This is such a comfort movie for me. It's funny, the first time I watched it, it did creep me out a little. Now I'm in love with it. It's an all-time classic. It's so pure in that it's one of a kind, and there's never been a bunch of sequels to it. It's its own entity. It's Killer Klowns from Outer Space, point blank, period. It's a piece of Americana, especially in horror land. For all of us horror fans, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I've never really met a person that just disliked the movie. Some people, I take that back. I know some people that don't like it, but for the majority of horror fans, it's one of those movies. It's just like, oh yeah, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. So this is definitely a movie I watch a lot. Coming in at number 4 is Night of the Living Dead 1990. Another movie I can't seem to get enough of. Night of the Living Dead 1990 is a classic. I've said this before. This is actually also a remake that I prefer over the original. Just the perfect time period for me, the year 1990. Great casting. I love Tony Todd in the lead role of this. Just a great cast all around. Great directing from Savini. It's just a very enjoyable movie, and I could watch it again and again and just relax to it, get lost in it, and just enjoy it. So that's number 4. Number 3, probably one of the greatest zombie movies ever made. I call it the greatest, but that's just my opinion. Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead to me is just a sacred movie. Return of the Living Dead is an event. It's not just a movie to me. Return of the Living Dead is a special event. Whenever I watch it, it's a roller coaster ride of laughing and just good times. I could have the worst day ever, and I can watch this movie and just everything's okay. If I put in Return of the Living Dead, it makes you laugh. It makes you just smile, and it's everything. It's the music. It's the look. It's the acting. It's the dialogue. It's everything that makes this movie just so special. And it's a classic, and I just watch it. I love watching it. Number 2 or number 4, whatever, is a movie that I've said it before and I'll say it again. Halloween is one of the greatest horror movies of all time, but John Carpenter's best movie, in my opinion. John Carpenter's The Thing. This is also a movie that I can watch again and again and be surprised every time. This is one of those movies I've never seen anything like it, and I don't think that I ever will see anything like it again. This is just an amazing film, and it's strange because it's got a lot of things, I wouldn't necessarily say going against it, but some things about this movie that are strange. An all-male cast. It's just in this barren wasteland of where are they? Antarctica or whatnot. They're in no man's land, and it's just this film about paranoia and how you can't trust anybody. But it's also just a movie that just sucks you in from the start with the casting. Everybody's personality is so distinct, and the story is just, it moves slow and fast at the same time. Can't really describe it very well, but it makes sense to me when I say it like that. This is a movie that just is incredible. The makeup effects is just some of the most insane stuff I've ever seen, and I could watch this every day and just still be amazed by it. And the number 1 movie that has the most replay value for me, a movie that I've talked about before. If you follow me on Instagram, I talk about this movie a lot. That's by the way, guys, I should have this up there, my Instagram account. Go follow me on Instagram. That's where I have the most fun. I'm not very active on Facebook. I'm not a big Facebook person, but Instagram is where it's at. Army of Darkness. This movie is, let's go back to another word I said before. This movie is a pure event. This is such a fun movie. I love it's almost like the thing about Army of Darkness, when you watch it, it's almost like a play because of the way the people are dressed, the design of the movie. It's almost like you're watching a cinematic play. But it's so incredible. It's hard for me to put it into words because a lot of my favorite movies, they grab me. I can't always put it into words, but Army of Darkness is such a fun movie. It's almost like, I don't know. It's a comedic horror piece / drama / like live play / horror movie that it can't be touched, in my opinion. This is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I take this over any of the Evil Deads. I just love Army of Darkness. Call me a weird guy. But that is the most #1 replay value movie for me. Cannot wait to see your guys' top 5 most replay value movies in the comment section below. I look forward to it. I'm Christian Hannah Horror. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining the team. Always drop a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see from me. I try to get back to everybody. But for right now, this is all we got. We'll see you guys next time. We may be doing a top 5 no replay value movies. We'll see what happens. See you guys next time. Bye.